The Vitios regulatory platform is a workflow reporting solution advancement of our successful Form PF solution already developed at a number of large managers. It captures information originating at your fund administrator, particularly challenging when you have multiple fund administrators and managed accounts. The platform is an aggregator consisting of 5 major workflow components described by this menu: static, dynamic, process and push technology, manual definitions, and ends in the generation of the forms for filing in regulator-specified formats. The first component in the workflow is static definitions, or fund or account level details, also country-specific masters. Country masters are built with capabilities for freedom of interpretation as you define your responses. You can create customized country masters for slicing and dicing of data. Prime broker and counterparty definitions allow you to define where your prime broker, creditor, counterparty is based. Assumptions, more applicable and relevant to Form PF filings, has its own menu as there is a high level of interpretation to the required responses. For those of you who are commodity pooling organizations, static definitions are also listed among other items. The next component in the workflow is the dynamic component. A one-time setup for each fund is required. The platform is capable of reporting periods past, present, and future. Especially for those of you in the initial stages of setup, you can define mock reporting periods to practice mock filings for any of the regulators. In term mapping, you can define terms in certain filings. Requirements are for managers to make a choice on preference. Thereby, the platform allows you to custom define your desired response to a regulator. Mapping. You can accept from your administrator or in-house function any number of files or file formats. The platform is file format agnostic. It helps you to map bucket type categories and then assign a bucket to the appropriate question. Input data sources are also categorized, whether position market values, trade data, investor data, risk, or financial statement data. The next component in the workflow is processing, where the information is pushed. Once all inbound data sources are collected, defined, and interpreted to your specifications, the buckets can be pushed into the regulatory response fields. Despite the significant common denominators in filing across the regulators, there are noteworthy calculations that differentiate one from another. Another component in the workflow is the manual input function. These allow manual entry of information unsuitable for a fully automatic calculation engine. For example, borrowings and collateral information require further analysis by a manager prior to filing, including investor data. The platform allows you full control to enter manually generated information, and you have the ability to customize any other data you desire. Finally, the end result is the filing itself. For each of these, you have control of a user-friendly audit control process, as is the case here with AIFMD filing. The same is also available for the Form PF filing, as you see here. You are able to analyze each question that has been automatically populated and have the ability to enrich data by attaching supporting files or commentary, which can be useful for future reference on thinking behind interpretations for that question or article. You can freeze a response. Once complete and reviewed, it can only be unfrozen by the individual who froze it or by a person of higher level in the hierarchy. All this is done within the filing view. The report section is the most interesting part of the workflow, especially for analysis and review of the completed form with your teams or committees as you collaborate on agreement and sign-off. After a long process, you can finally see results of the efforts come together for the period. You can pull in a summary report across entities and positions and detailed reports for the same as you see here. You can look at them within the platform or export them in various formats for internal distribution to your team or committee for review. In all filings, AIFMD or Form PF and others, you can download all or specific sections to Excel or PDF, which is also useful for internal review. Once the final report is given the go-ahead, it can be filed with the regulator through e-file or through an XML interface. Thank you for your time today, and if you would like more information or detailed demonstration, please contact me at david.ross@vitios.com or anyone at any one of our offices.